When a narcissist realizes they've lost to you, here's their reaction. Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to our gathering. Today, we're diving deep into the labyrinth of the human psyche to explore a moment of profound revelation. When a narcissist comes face to face with the realization of their defeat, pause for a moment to let the weight of this insight sink in. If you're finding resonance with our discussion, we invite you to show your support by engaging with our content. Like, subscribe, and share our insights generously with your community. And for those seeking a deeper understanding of narcissism, don't miss our complimentary course, Narcissism 101, unveiling the red flags, charting your course to liberation, and cultivating a revitalized existence. Check the description for access to this invaluable resource. Now let's delve into the profound repercussions that unfold when a narcissist is forced to confront the harsh reality of their loss. Simply put, the narcissist eventually realizes they've lost something precious: you. This hits them hard, making them see the bigger picture beyond just one failed relationship. They start to understand the damage they've caused in all their relationships due to their self-centered ways. Narcissists are experts at hurting others, often without realizing the extent of their actions. They create lies and stir up trouble, leaving chaos behind them. While this might not have been clear at first, it's becoming more apparent now. When the narcissist faces their own downfall, they're flooded with regret and sadness. They realize they're not all-powerful, but just like everyone else. Looking back, they see the mess they've made, the opportunities they've missed, and the harm they've caused. They finally understand that a life built on lies and manipulation leads to loneliness and despair. For those who've suffered from a narcissist's cruelty, healing is a tough journey. It requires strength and courage to face each painful memory. But with determination, one can find their way back to themselves, reclaiming the control that the narcissist took away. In the journey toward healing, forgiveness often comes into question. Can you forgive the narcissist for all the pain they've caused? But before forgiveness even comes into play, there's a huge task ahead: breaking free from the trauma, rebuilding your social life, and maybe even starting fresh in new surroundings. Let's not sugarcoat it. Forgiving a narcissist is like expecting pigs to fly. These manipulative schemers worm their way into your life, trapping you in a maze of misery and leaving behind broken souls. If only you had seen their true colors from the start, you would have kept them far away. Narcissists thrive on causing pain, leaving destruction in their wake. They know the havoc they create, yet they continue on their destructive path. But eventually, their actions catch up with them, forcing them to face the consequences. It's satisfying to see karma catch up to narcissists, but when you're caught in their web of manipulation, that satisfaction may be hard to find. You might have hoped they'd own up to their mistakes and give you closure. But let's be real. Narcissists only care about themselves. When cutting ties with them, don't expect them to leave quickly. They're like vultures, waiting for the right moment to discard you when you're vulnerable. It's their usual way, always looking for new victims to satisfy their endless needs. But don't fall for their tricks. Sometimes, a narcissist might reminisce about the good times you shared, but don't be fooled, it's just a tactic to keep you under their thumb. To them, you're nothing more than a tool to stroke their ego, a shiny trophy to parade around. If you're going through a divorce with a narcissistic partner, brace yourself for a long, painful process. They know your value. They see you as the epitome of love, empathy, and admiration, everything they need to feel important. They won't let go easily, dragging out the divorce to maintain control over you. I don't want to scare you, but it's crucial to understand the harsh reality of dealing with narcissists. They're experts at draining your energy and stealing years of your life without you even realizing it. When you leave a narcissist, they know exactly what they're losing. They feel the void you leave behind. Before cutting ties, they had other options lined up, but what you provided was unique, irreplaceable. You were their rock, their stability in turbulent times. While you invested in the relationship, they saw you as a means to exploit. They didn't appreciate love, kindness, or stability. You were just a tool for their selfish desires. Now, after the breakup, guess who shows up? Yep, the narcissist. Ever heard of hoovering? It's their way of pulling you back into their toxic world. Maybe they don't have other options, or they miss what you gave them. Your unwavering support, your emotional openness. You boosted their fragile ego, helped them financially, and listened without question. So, when they try to reel you in again, remember, it's all a trick to trap you in their manipulative game. They crave control over you and will use any means to get it. It's dark, but unfortunately, it's their usual strategy. Will a narcissist ever admit to their mistakes? They might glance back and feel sorry for losing you, but owning up to their faults? Not likely. In their world, they're always blameless, sitting on their high horse. How many times did they genuinely say sorry? How often did you see real regret, not just a show? They promised to change, begged for another chance, but it was all empty talk. You poured your heart and soul into the relationship, and they heartlessly consumed it, leaving you with nothing but emptiness. At the start, everything moved fast to trap you in their web of manipulation. But over time, their interest faded, leaving you confused. Did they get bored, find someone new? Who knows? What's clear is that if a relationship seems too perfect, it's probably a setup. Once they had you hooked, the mind games began. They were masters of manipulation, and you fell for it time and again. You waited eagerly for their messages, but they became sparse. And when they did reply, it felt half-hearted. It was like they couldn't be bothered. Meanwhile, they were cozying up to others, while you got crumbs. Why were you left with so little, while others got everything? Simple. They were already eyeing their next target. They're stuck in a cycle, and it won't end until you break free or they discard you. Eventually, the narcissist will realize their losses. Their toxic behavior ruins relationships with their own children, colleagues, and friends. People catch on to their tricks and stop inviting them. Even those lifelong friends, they're probably being used by the narcissist to keep up appearances or satisfy their own desires. But the facade won't last forever. Sooner or later, it crumbles, and people see their true colors. They leave behind broken relationships wherever they go. It's just how they operate, plain and simple. Ever wondered why some folks can't see through a narcissist's mask? It's like they're blind to the truth, either choosing to turn a blind eye or just not spending enough time to see through the facade. But behind closed doors, that's where the real show begins. The narcissist's true colors come out, and it's not a pretty sight. In public, they're the epitome of charm, but in private, they're a nightmare to deal with, inflicting all sorts of abuse, emotional, spiritual, financial, you name it. Yet, despite knowing your worth, they treat you like you're disposable. But guess what? You're not. You're stronger than ever, rising from the ashes like a phoenix. It's their loss, not yours. While they're out there wreaking havoc, you're busy living your best life. And deep down, they'll realize what they've lost, but by then, it'll be too late. Hold your head high, stay true to yourself, and never doubt your worth. You're a force to be reckoned with. If this resonated with you, show some love by hitting that like button, sharing this video with someone who needs it, and subscribing to our channel for more empowering content. And if you're seeking further support, check out the link in the description for a free book and details on personalized consultations. Your journey to healing starts here.